yeah, I think we can kickstart, you know, our so-called the hackathon kickoff today. Yeah, I think that for the last few days, we've been looking at quite a few of like, fictions for all of the social feats. And yeah, welcome to Viction and the Viction Horizon hackathon. So today is our official, kickoff for the hackathon. And straight from our live on Zoom. My name is Ming. I'm the head of BD at 98 and also a proud Viction builder. So I believe that, the rebranding of Viction is a crucial moment for, our journey, but it can be a lot more than that. So this event of the hackathon represent a lot of like, interesting stories, our dedicated effort to engage with the dev community and also all the startup scenes with the Viction hackathon. So yeah, that's why we're having this. And I'm really excited to introduce Tang Le, the founder of 98 and also the member of the Tomo Foundation Council, who can, provide a detailed account of our journey. So please give it up for Tang.
Hackathons will be a kickoff event after the rebranding event happened in the last couple of days. So a lot of things happens, and you can see like a lot of movement, a lot of things happening around like Tomo chain ecosystem and now Viction ecosystem. So I think like the kickoff event today would be a the first opportunity where we can like engaging with the communities and also sharing a lot more about our plans and want to kick off like a new vibe and for the new future of Viction as well. So very excited for this.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, thank you for the quick intro, and I think that we can just start with the Viction story. So yeah, we made it up as like the platform for potential, right? So yeah, can you like, I think one of the most questions that, been asked a lot is that the Viction upcoming plans, following up with the name and the ticker symbol and everything. So for those who cannot attend our event in real life, the one, right? Can you give us more details on what's next for Viction, the primary area of focus and the growth strategy moving forward?
Yeah, so like a little bit background. I think Tomo Chain. In the last couple of years, we've been doing a really good job on building a very advanced technologies where we can offer a very good layer one with a very low gas fees, very cheap and very fast. And I think like the team being focused a lot on the technologies. So I feel like a lot of things happened in the last couple of years. It's just like spend a lot of time on building inflation and also the infrastructure. But now I think like over the last couple of years, one thing that I think like we can do better is that and also part of that as we see the whole industry growing as well. Now we have a lot more layer one and layer twos coming up, and I think like we're headed to a stage where a lot of people focus a lot on building infrastructure. And I think like the infrastructure of blockchain right now is pretty good enough to start enable a lot of use case that we've been talking about, including gamings and consumer apps and all of that. Um, and the thing is like, when I take a look at like a lot of layer ones and layer twos, I haven't seen a lot of ecosystem really commit their time and effort to enable all of this happen. Most of them just like trying to focus a lot on the technology. Um, so I think, and then it's really lead to the advance of Tomo chain back then as well, which is like, we already built a very stable platform where everyone's can come and build, and like, it's pretty much decentralized with 150 master node and operate for 5 years already, beta tested, with millions of users. This laid down a very strong foundations where I believe that the next big thing and the next like chapter for Tomo chain should be Victions, which is like a new brand identity that focus a lot on enable all the potentials and like opportunities that blockchains can enable. And yeah, I think like, this is could be like, I want like with a new brand coming up, we want to bring a new vibe, and also like the design that really targets into this mission. So that's the friction, the first thing. Second things, we build, over the last couple of years, we being in a space for years, we think when we take a look at the whole ecosystem in Asia especially, there's a lot of builders like us that never have a chance to really contribute and being a part of very long-term ecosystem that together we building things and making things happen and making Web3 accessible for everyone. And I think like seeing the this is the missing piece that even working with a lot of partners in that space for years, we believe that this is still an unfulfilled demand that like the Viction can step in and trying to support the builders to all the things that they need, like from the way they're doing, like start like picking the ideas to build, doing fundraising, how to acquire millions of users to their applications, and how to launch the tokens in the right way. This is a lot of things that we learned a lot of lessons in the last couple of years, by building in this space, and seeing like the next generation of builders in this space, especially in Asia, still mixing all these kind of lessons. So I think like like having a platform like Viction that we can hosting and creating a new initiatives and a lot of like community effort to like transfer and sharing all the lessons that we have learned along the way. It's a perfect time. And talking a lot of like talking a bit about a new name. So Viction is a part of like it's a combination of victory and vision. We believe that the victory of the whole industry is like seeing crypto get into the mass and serving billions of people around the world. And then following with that visions, Viction is also a part of the word conviction, which is like a word that describe a very long held um uh a very very long held belief that you believe it's happened for long terms, and you hold it, you hold that belief for no matter markets go ups and downs. It's really represent the way that we're trying to build for Viction as well, which is like we believe that there would be a lot of like blockchain can enable a lot of use case and can make people's lives better. And yeah, we this is our belief, and we commit our times and effort and resources to make that happen.
Yeah, I myself is also a big fan when knowing about the brand name and Viction, right? And to add a bit of that, when we had in the event, right? Being also share that Viction start with V and ends with N as well. So it's like Vietnam. So it's kind of like how we feel really proud of this. So yeah, I think the next one we should talk about is definitely about the hackathon. And of course, we'll also have a Q&A session at the end if you have any questions related, but we'll just go through the hackathon quickly so that you guys can, everyone on the same page. So for the hackathon, the first one, we want to make it like, not like some 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week, 2 weeks, but more like a 2 months hackathon where builders can come build and actually, yeah, really build something out of this hackathon. So first off, we'll start from the last few days. It will be really exciting for us here at Viction. We got quite a few like submissions, also a lot of partners interested in, even though it's really live, people kind of want to partner up with, sharing about the hackathon. So it's really exciting for us. So let's start up with the registration. Open up for teams. It's like something that we feel like for this startup hackathon, we aim to provide the opportunity for those that can like in the business, design, marketing, engineering, everything that is needed, not just for developers, but more like a startup that are looking forward to build something cool. So the submission will for that during the registration period, we'll be providing a number of workshops online and also like in person at different countries across Asia. So you have very first one in Thailand in the next few days. So yeah, you're in Thailand, please come check it out. We'll be in Thailand. And yeah, after that, there will be after that, there will be a submission period from December 4th to December 27th on two our platforms, DoraHex and Beatwater. From there will be judging period, and then until like January next year, we'll have like virtual demo day and also the ceremony. And yeah, of course, we'll have a lot of like prizes following up, a lot of stuff is going to happen around that. So yeah, talking about prizes, right? So I believe that we have one of, if not the biggest pricing and fundings for the hackathon, because we believe that we have a lot of support from our partners, and also it not just stop at the prizes, but also what comes after it. We will have a lot in terms of fundings, as I mentioned. There are a lot of like different type of support you will need, and we can help you to provide that. So yeah, in terms of fundings and prices, I believe that we are one of the best one out there right now. So definitely check that out. So right, so going to talk to the main tracks, I think this is like the beef of the hackathon, where you can see that our first prize is really high. I think one of the highest one out there. And for the main track, right? I feel like there's a lot of like different angles that we can go with this. One of the focus for Viction is definitely consumer apps, as Tang mentioned. So yeah, we're looking forward to like having a lot of application to be on top of Victions for these prizes. You can see with this prize, one startup or team can fulfilling on the very first step to start their Web3 journey, building the first application, things like that. So yeah, like there's massive pool. The main track price, grand price. That means you can like submit projects for any of the category tracks, and also eligible for the main track price as well. So we'll go into the different track now. So yeah, for each category, as you can see, we have like social gaming, payments, stablecoin, DeFi, and actually it's not just like stop at this, but we're happy to explore more as well. So we'd love to hear your ideas on this. So the social track relate to like everything social, interacting with the users and within that Web3 ecosystem. And also for the gaming track, of course, the name speaks for itself. GameFi used to be one of the trend that Vietnam was leading back in 2021. So definitely want to see it back again here. Payment is also a strong point for consumer apps. So cross-border payments or transfer, micro payments, all that kind of good stuff. Stablecoin is also a good topic, because for all of the ecosystem out there, you need a really strong stable coin. Not one, not two, maybe we can even have more stable coins within the Viction ecosystem. And of course, you cannot ignore DeFi, right? We all started with the DeFi summer, all the sections start there. So yeah, and as you can see, each category also have their own price as well. So this kind of like help to get the projects to their first push for that category beside the main tracks. All right, so I think there's a lot of projects kind of want to ask about how do we actually submit it, right? What do you need? What's the requirements? So I encourage everyone to scan the QR code here to actually know about, okay, what do we expect a project come out of the hackathon. So an idea is good, but you need something that people can look at, right? So I think that we need at least an MVP for the hackathon. So for this one, I highly recommend you scan the QR to get into like our pool of ideas and where you can like build upon that. So yeah, please take I'll stop for a while here for people to scan the QR code, but yeah.
Yeah, I think like we can follow up with a Q&A like along the way as well, because we don't need to like wait until like Q&A sections. In the chat right now, I see like one of the question from as an advocate and community building leaders, Viction should not be exclusive for Asia alone, but what about Africa? So I think like when I talk a lot about Asia, I mean like that's where like we initiate the and we start with like this kind of ideas where we need a playground for the builders to really like come and building with us, building a product that's serving people lives, right? And even if we start with Asia, but like we also believe that, and also like realize that there's a lot of people and a lot of friends coming out from Africa and also Latin America as well. These people like these emerging markets is like trying to be a part of that. And I think is like Viction is not like exclusive for any like countries or continents or communities. I mean like as long as you are sharing the same ethos and also like visions with Viction, everyone's is welcome. Like when we talk about Asia, we means like this is where we base, this is where like this whole idea is like initiate, and also starting with but yeah, I think we welcome everyone, and Viction is for everyone. Viction is for the people, and then to unlock the full potential of people that can do on a blockchain. So like no matter where you are, if you are like in Africa, like Latin America, Turkey, like Europe, US, everyone is welcome.
Absolutely, yeah. So all right, I think going up next, we gotta give a shout out to all the sponsorship that make it happen for the hackathon. Of course we had 98 as well, but also BCSCs, our exclusive and title sponsor, DWF Labs as our co-sponsor. We really appreciate your support for the hackathon, and really looking forward to this. Also, besides this, we also have like more track sponsors, and all these guys also helping out to make this happen. So yeah, I think way off, of course, we kind of want to give it a shout to Very Change, which is also a auditing firm here based in Vietnam, which just make it more special. So yeah, I mean, they are one of our partners. They actually the one that did the audit for the old Tomo chain back in the day. So we already had a history there. But also now with Viction, right? They also continue willing to support us along the way. And yeah, we're still like really good partner, and we appreciate them to be here. We actually will have a clip also from the Very Chain team. And I would love to have you guys to listen to what they kind of want to say for the hackathon. Yeah.
Dear everyone, it's wonderful to see all of us builders are gathering here today, especially as 2023 is closing soon. Usually, by this time of the year, we will reflect on our journey, explore new horizons, and prepare for years ahead. Therefore, the hackathon for Vision couldn't have come at a better time, offering us fresh opportunity for our next venture. I am sure that most of us are somehow acquainted with Vision, but this time they bring forth new, creative, and exciting initiatives. In terms of the security, there are best practice from other Web3 projects like GameFi, DeFi, Layer 1 or Layer 2 that can be applied here, but not all of them. Therefore, Visionaries has been entrusted as the security partner to support Vision and their ecosystem in addressing the security challenge. I am the Business Development Manager for Visionaries. Alongside with me are Tính, Senior Security Engineer, and Khoa, Senior Cryptography Engineer. Together, we will be your guides throughout the hackathon, providing the online and offline workshop, and also offering our expertise. Established in 2017, Visionaries has been in the Web3 security industry for over half a decade. We have worked with various Web3 projects, from GameFi to DeFi, from Layer 1 to Layer 2. And we also actively research and identify various critical vulnerabilities in cutting-edge technologies such as the MPC or ZK EVM. When we talk about Web3 security, it isn't limited to just the smart contract. We have to pay a close attention to other components as well. Therefore, we provide other security services such as enterprise security, full-scale pen test, and as well as the mobile application protection. With the experience collaborating with industry giants like Chain, Polygon, Schemavis, we are here to share the best security practice and help you implement them in your project. To all the builder, I wish you the best of luck. Let's make the most of the hackathon, explore new horizons, and learn together. Remember, we are here to support each and every one of you. We are gonna make it.
Yeah, I guess that's from the Very Chain team. Really, really cool, really cool. Yeah, and of course, not just Very Chain, but our next sponsor I want to give a shout as well is RockX, who's our really good infrastructure partner, where they provide the RPC side. And here you go. Really off the bat, you can actually scan the QR and get the free credits for all those RPC to actually deploy and run on Victions. So yeah, of course, this will be also made available within our materials for the hackathon. So yeah, don't sweat over it. You will also have the same access in our materials later on as well. And also I think we will have Stably is another partner, strong partner that we'll be working with quite closely for our next project that you guys will be knowing soon. So also maybe have a clip from Stably team as well.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to speak in front of you all today. My name is Corey Huang, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Stably. I'm based in the evergreen city of Seattle, Washington State, USA, but I was originally born and raised in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I am a first-generation immigrant who settled in America with my family in 2004 when I was only 12 years old. But I still love to enjoy my Vietnamese coffee and banh mi every day, or every other day, actually. I need a cheeseburger and french fries in between as well. I would like to tell you a little bit about our company, Stably. Stably is a venture-backed fintech, also headquartered here in Seattle, with a registered money service business subsidiary in the state of Wyoming. We have been around for almost 6 years, since 2018. Quite a long time in crypto land, with over $7 million in venture capital funding to date. Our company offers regulatory compliant stablecoin as a service solutions and fiat on and off ramp infrastructure to emerging blockchains, Web3 applications, and financial institutions. By leveraging Stably solutions, their global users can easily onboard to buy, sell, or swap digital assets at competitive rates across various blockchain networks via stablecoin or fiat payments, such as bank transfers and credit or debit cards. As a financial technology provider to emerging blockchains, Stably is always focused on our mission of powering the next billion Web3 user with state-of-the-art stablecoin and fiat on-ramp infrastructure. Moreover, we are unwavering in our conviction that stablecoins, digital assets, and decentralized financial system will revolutionize and drive global economic empowerment in the near future. As a result, we have decided to team up with our friends at Coin98, an all-in-one DeFi platform, to launch CUSD, the first natively issued US dollar stablecoin on the Viction network that's built upon the TRC25 token standard. Our selection of Viction was based on its EVM compatibility, fast speed of 2,000 transactions per second, 2-second block time, scalability, and near zero gas fees. CUSD is the fully backed stablecoin created by Stably in collaboration with the Coin98 team. The collateral of CUSD, including bank deposits, money market instruments, and USDC, is held by a designated trustee for the benefit of verified CUSD token holders. Every CUSD token can be minted or redeemed one-to-one with US dollar or USDC by verified users. Administered by our registered money service business, CUSD is issued in compliance with the U.S. Treasury Department of Financial Crimes Enforcement Network's guidance for convertible virtual currency. That was a mouthful. Including Bank Secrecy Act and anti-money laundering regulations and sanctions. Additionally, periodic attestation will be performed by an independent attestor to verify that every CUSD token in circulation is always backed one-to-one with collateral. Now, for the Viction Hackathon today, Stably is a stablecoin track sponsor alongside Coin98 with up to $6,000 in prizes for the best participants. Builders of DeFi protocols, Web3 applications, and hackathon participants of the Viction ecosystem can integrate Stably Ramp, our on and off ramp widget, to enable your users to buy, sell, or swap CUSD through an easy iframe integration. We provide full technical documentation to do so on our website, stably.io. You can scroll down to the bottom of our website and click on documentation under Resource Center to learn more. In conclusion, I thank you all for allowing me to share Stably's story and vision. We are poised at the brink of a transformative era in finance, guided by inclusivity and innovation. Here, I see more than an audience. I see partners in the grand venture of democratizing finance through our CUSD initiative with Coin98. Together, we can shape the Web3 landscape to be as diverse and inclusive as our own taste. From Vietnamese coffee to American cheeseburgers, let's embrace this chance to revolutionize finance, championing a stable and seamless digital economy. Thank you all for joining us on this mission to unlock the full potential and financial accessibility and empowerment for all.
Wow. Yeah, awesome by Corey, our friend at Stably. Yeah, and you heard it right, it's basically still some alpha there, with fictions what we're working on. So, yeah, and then the last but not least, we have also Renoverse who, got us a clip as well from one of the, best platform to transforming, Web2 games and bringing them to Web3. So, yeah, we can, let's play the clip from our friends at Renoverse.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Pack, and I'm the head of marketing at Renoverse. It's a huge pleasure of ours to be working side by side with the Viction and 98 team this year as the Viction Horizon Hackathon's gaming track partner and sponsor. I'd like to start by talking more generally about Web3 gaming. In the past year, it seems that many great projects have put their focus into building not only good games, but also robust infrastructures around them, geared toward enabling new ways to play. In many ways, blockchain-powered games are exploring technologies whose true benefits haven't yet been manifested, but are definitely poised to change the way players interact with games, the assets within those games, and with one another. It's also no surprise that the biggest upcoming projects in Web3 gaming are building with Web2 users in mind, just as much as Web3, providing an easy path for the uninitiated to enter the world of blockchain gaming is an invaluable benefit for end users, and Viction is a fantastic layer one in this regard, offering high transaction speeds and zero fees. That's why we at Renoverse have supported Viction within our own product, known as Borderless Ads. Borderless Ads is the first scalable solution to provide immersive in-game advertisements designed to be incredibly easy for game developers and advertising brands to offer players a non-intrusive ad viewing experience. Offering both image and video ad formats that can be served on the surfaces of non-interactive and interactive in-game assets, Borderless Ads enables brands to leverage a new form of ad media that reaches end users without interrupting their player experience, and also empowers game developers to broaden their revenue inflows while enhancing the creative game worlds that they've already built. So with that, I'd like to say Viction's Gaming Hackathon event is an exciting one for us to sponsor and take part in for the entire team here at Runiverse, because we do believe that mainstream adoption of gaming on blockchain is only possible with the right infrastructure and community. As such, Runiverse has committed a prize pool of $6,000 in cash and gaming peripheral hardware for the top 3 teams who build either games or game-related infrastructure on top of Viction. With that, I'd like to say to all of the contestants of the gaming track that we wish you the best of luck, and in line with Viction's new name and branding, we cannot wait to see whose vision will come out victorious. Thanks so much, and best of luck to all the contestants.
Awesome. And yeah, the Renoverse team, one of the also strong partner for the Victions. We're so glad to have them with the hackathon. And of course, why, even though we don't have clips on from other sponsor, but we definitely want to give a shout out to others sponsor we do have in this, like AWS, 100K credits giving out for all the participants. Poolsy, also with the cash and also credits to be part of the platform. BlockPi, also an infrastructure partner that we have. Covalent is indexing solutions, also offering kind of like dashboard to monitor everything within the on-chain data. So I think next up, I definitely want to push out for the submission platform, right? I think that we are also really kind of want to appreciate DoraHacks and Bigwater, our 2 main submission platform partner that we're helping this out. So yeah, no needs for DoraHacks. They are one of the best platform out there. A lot of hackathons has been live on the platform before, and you can also join our hackathon through their platform. You can scan the QR right there. Also, same for Bigwater. They are more strong focus from the Chinese-speaking countries. They also have a lot of like hackathons before, and we're glad that having them as one of the platform to accept the submissions. So yeah, you can scan QR code on the both sides to choose whichever way is more convenient for you to submit on our hackathon. And yeah, we also heard a lot about okay, how do I get support, right? If you have any questions, whether it's technical or non-technical, everything we're driving to Discord. You can join our Discord server here just by scanning the QR code here. Yeah, of course, besides all of this, we will also have like a lot of workshops showcasing about what is different when building on Victions, what else we can do. And yeah, definitely something that we should I should encourage everyone to try and join our Discord for that. And yeah, let's build Viction. I think we still have AMA time, right? So Tang also answered one of the questions before, but yeah, while we're also looking for any question from our live Zoom right now, I think we have also some of the questions from our forum early on. So yeah, so I'll just pick one from from the Q&A from the questions, and then Tang can give the answer for that. So the first question could be interesting one. Can you help in connect developers? Because my team's only business background.
On the technical part,
yeah, so I think what they're trying to say that if they only have business people, they have an idea, they have a business model, but they don't have any developers. How we can...
Okay. So I think on this, I think like that would be, so first of all, one of the strategies that we want to do at Viction is like when I think over the last couple of years when we spent we work with a lot of like ecosystem, one thing that we realized is that most of the layer ones nowadays is just like focus on like building developers communities. And one thing that I have learned is that like for experienced developers, it's not that hard for them to really start learning about blockchains and like cryptography and all of this. And I do believe that there's a lot of like teams that already have capability, but just like the missing of having like business ideas and business people can really, take the product and then scaling the product to like, a better level. So one thing that we want to do for Viction is like, we want to focus more, we do focus on the developer side for sure, but like one, like, the higher priority for us should be Web3 startups communities where if you take a look at like, tech startup now, like, back then the ecosystem, there's a lot of events like where you have like founders matching, like you have ideas and you want to find another founders to really, fulfill the skill set and the capability that you don't have and you miss. Then I think like, Viction gonna need this, and then this is something that we've been waiting for an ecosystem quite a while, but we haven't seen like a lot of like activity on this. So with Viction, we're trying to like bring this to the blockchain ecosystem where first time ever we see like, founders matching, accelerators coming up. There would be a lot of like incubation events and networking where we want to connect you guys like the best business people in the in the ecosystem with the best like developers in the ecosystem. And then you can like, if you feel like, you have you buy in with the visions, with together you can team up and start doing a new projects together. Inspiring and supporting like Web3 startups to start building a companies within cryptos and blockchains would be the main focus that we want to do for Viction.
Perfect. I think that answer also kind of like cover a few other questions that we have, like including if I have trouble into coding, how can I get help? Also like, people like, I don't know how to code, so should I join the hackathon and things like that. So it's kind of like cover the majority of that. We welcome business people to come to Viction, come to the hackathon. It's not about just developers, as we said. It's more like a startup hackathon. So of course, we welcome everything.
I think like, at Viction we're trying to do like more creative things, and we're gonna do things like more amazing and attractive than like just like a very like heavy dev focus. So I think like, when people think about hackathons, people only think like, okay, this is very dev focused, like this is like very technical focus. But like, when we like the way that we want to positions and I want to do for this hackathon along is like, it's like a hackathon but for startups. It's mean like, we focus more on the startup level. And then if you take this kind of concept and then you start like focusing on different types of audience, you're gonna see like we're like, this is like some ideas that we're exploring. So hopefully, we can like have full ideas, we organize it in the future, but we can think about kind of like a research hackathon where, we can giving a prize to the best people doing like, giving the best ideas and best research. Or we can have a writer hackathon where the best people write the best like, instructions and guides and threads or something like that about fictions will be, having the prize. So I think to take like the hackathon event concept, but like, focus on different people. I think like there would be a lot of possibility we can enable.
Absolutely. And I think another question, and I just want to go with this quickly, is that can I be creative beyond projects ID provided? And this, I think the answer is pretty simple, like absolutely yes. You can be as creative as you want. Just the ideas pool is something that we provide to that, for all those builders out there, they want to have something to look at. If they're interested in, then they can start building on that. But like you're more than welcome to actually have more creative ideas. As long as you can participate and build on Viction, then we love to hear everything like that. So I think that if also on a Zoom call there's no other questions, I think that we pretty much got everything done for the first kick off the hackathon. As Tank mentioned, this is our very first hackathon on Victions. So we're still learning with you guys actually. So any feedback, anything like that, we would love to hear from you guys. To end this, we'll prepare the intro clip that we cannot play due to technical issue in the beginning. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Tang, as well. Super busy, but taking time to join the hackathon kickoff. So thanks everyone, and let's play the intro clip.